Hey, what is happening, everyone? Welcome to the Lifting Ugly podcast. This week, it is a podcast so dope. Easy E asked, "Can I get a hit?" Sorry, it's just never-ending supply of stuff to go after for those.
No, keep it coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on episode 16 of the Lifting Ugly podcast. So crazy. I am Craig. The man here to the side of me, if you're watching, is none other than
Alki Allen. What's good?
He's looking fresh and clean. So fresh and so clean.
Outcasts will be jealous.
They would be how fresh and clean you are.
Mm-hmm.
Smelling good.
Like sandalwood, baby.
Me, on the other hand, I've been up for about 36 hours. It's been almost 24 hours since my shower. So yeah, I'm sitting ripe, yo. Sitting ripe.
Just a little sour.
There's not too many. Luckily, being in a gym, I smell just as bad as everyone else. So
yeah, but you're still not the worst smelling one in there, so it's okay.
Unfortunately, by far, that I'm not the worst smelling. We've definitely had a lot worse smelling.
We've had our fair share.
We've gotten a lot of it under control. I must say, I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, that's good news.
The walking stink pots have taken to that and cleaned themselves up a little bit. So
figured out what deodorant was.
Yeah, and soap. Maybe if that was one of the things that they were lacking.
That's a new establishment.
Or laundry detergent. That's something that you definitely want to be aware of as you go throughout your days on this earth.
And not washing with cold water.
No, just whore's bath every day and hope for the best.
Tits and pits. Or was it pits and pussies?
Yeah, that's right. We'll do more comedy routines today. We'll pick those. So we'll do Bert Kreischer today.
Yeah,
go through his stand up.
Sprinkle it in.
Yes. So how's the week been?
Good, not too bad. Training's going pretty exceptional. Work is work. And that's about it. Can't really complain.
Numbers going up
like crap. That's about it.
Oh, well, that's never fun. That always, as we've talked about many times before, it definitely has a huge effect on.
Oh yes, it does.
On your workouts.
It's been really dry out here, so my throat has just been getting destroyed. So I'm having these coughing fits early in the morning. So I have to take NyQuil at 3:30. And then I wake up at 10:30 and I feel like I've been hit by a bus. That's terrible. I almost didn't make it today.
It was a hit and miss. We were playing by the seat of our pants.
Oh yeah.
To spin real fast because of gayness.
Sorry, you just said that your throat had been destroyed. So
yeah, I gotta not hit all the way in the back. I gotta be more tender with the tip.
9 dicks. How many dicks? Sorry. It has to keep going back. It's just such a good one. So that's such a good one. You just always got to go back to that one. So yeah, so I worked last night and came in, trained some people, and in between that and coming on here, I was like, well, I'm gonna try and deadlift.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work. So
well, I mean, you've been up for quite some time there, Chief.
for way too long. I was just gonna do I was gonna go for 5 to. Well, I was actually technically in my mind I was gonna go for 10 singles at 5:45.
Yeah. And
just with 30, 45 seconds in between. I went to go pull that first one and it barely budged, and I'm like, nope, not today.
Were you able to squeeze in little naps at work or no?
No, it was it wasn't a hard. It wasn't. There we go. That's a good way to put that. So it wasn't difficult job to do, but it did require my attention on the periodic enough like realm that I couldn't really get to sleep.
Oh, that sucks.
I did like unconsciously, like I wasn't trying to sleep, but I did pass out once for about 30 minutes.
Oh, there you go.
And I woke up confused and trying to figure out what time it was and how long I had been asleep.
That half panic of like, oh,
yeah, well, no, what did I miss?
Yeah.
Is anything going wrong? Did anything shut down? Crap. But, so I'll get some sleep, get some food, and we'll try and hit it again tomorrow. See how that works out for us.
Sounds like a good idea.
Everything else went good. Squats went good this week. The post I had earlier this week, I went and I used my deadlift shoes.
Yeah.
To squat in, and I don't know if I'm gonna chalk it up to the shoes until I know otherwise. But my knee pain, I didn't really have the knee pain while squatting. While I was in the flats. So
with the wedges, it might be sending you too far forward.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of wondering about the last couple of weeks, and so I was like, screw it, I'm going to throw my deadlift shoes on.
Yeah,
because those Sabo ones they're stable enough that they're not going to shift while I'm under the bar. So it's like that'll give me my flat feet.
Yeah,
it felt good. My knees hurt like shit afterwards, but I mean during the squat they felt good. So I was happy. Got up to 505 and did some sets of a couple at 505, and
there you go.
Yeah, I felt good doing it, so that was a bonus.
I mean, at least it was onset or later onset knee pain and not immediate.
Yeah, not as I was in the motion.
Yeah.
And I did some sets of pauses at 315 on bench to push my shoulder a little bit, but not go too overboard.
Make it scream.
Yeah, and it's been tight. It's not like terrible, but it's tight. So we'll see how that recovers over the next couple of days.
Have you tried doing like acupuncture or anything like that?
I haven't yet. What I need to do, because I have one, is an electrode unit that has like a TINS and NIMS, like a Russian stim therapy, and has a bunch of different settings on it. I need to hook that up to like my biceps, shoulders, scap area, and just get all that kind of work through and see if that releases a lot of tension as well. I know Jack borrowed it for his quad and said that it worked great.
There you go.
And so he had it activated his now I'm trying to VMO, the muscle that goes right by the kneecap.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Whatever the something medialis.
I can't remember what it is.
Whatever.
But yeah, I got you.
The only reason I have any like bit of what the clinical term is because I was talking to one of the nurses that works out here about it, and so she told me what it was, and that's as much as I remember. Is there's a V and an M.
Yeah. Whatever, that works.
And yes, Nicole, we are old, and the pain is part of it. But I want to limit it. I don't want it to be everything I do is painful.
No, not at all. Definitely not.
All right. So those of you who haven't joined us before, and this is your first time, welcome. I am coming to you from Monument Fitness in Western Colorado, in the city of Grand Junction, to be exact. You can find out all about us on Instagram at monument.fitness, or go to monumentfitness.com and you can check out the website. And if you are passing through the area, you can get a hold of me, and I can help you get a workout in here, and so you can see what we enjoy here at Monument Fitness, as a member of the WRPF has done today.
Nice.
Selena Vega herself is in town, stopped by, and is getting her leg workout in as we speak.
Nice. I think I heard her when you guys were chatting earlier.
Yeah, so if we may be lucky enough to get a little guest drop in, how do you do, later on.
Nice. a little bit of how's your father? Yeah.
All right. So anyone can get a hold of the show, myself, anything having to do with Lifting Ugly by going to @lifting_ugly on Instagram. You can search Lift Ugly, Lifting Ugly. on Facebook, YouTube, any of your favorite streaming devices. If you would like to audio download or audio stream this podcast, you can search us that way and find us, and we'd appreciate it. And while doing so, if you can follow the podcast, like podcasts, even if you don't really like them, if you can at least like just click the like button. You can do us that favor. Even if you don't like the podcast, just click the like anyway.
Yeah.
That would be helpful. We'd appreciate that.
Love it.
But why wouldn't you like the podcast?
I feel like it's quality.
What do we do so wrong that it would be not enjoyable for someone to listen to for at least, a good 20 minutes?
Oh, couldn't tell you.
Are we missing something? Is there something we need to provide for the people that we are not providing at this moment?
Are we not hitting a certain demographic?
Are we not hitting a certain special spot that needs to be hit for you to be satisfied with your podcast?
Just like this.
In and back towards. That's how you get it. Anyone who's missing it.
Up and back. Up and
to the back. All right, you can get a hold of Al-Kai here at his civilian Instagram page at saltyboy, no Y, with an I, _, barbell. That's SALTYBOI _, spell barbell. You can do it. I have faith in you.
Yeah.
If you are a part of his social, or what are we doing? It's your terrorist network. Your social terrorist network.
We are bellies out benching now.
Okay, I like it. Did it clear up? Did it clear up your cyber terrorist?
No, not a fucking thing. So
okay.
I guess I'm gonna have to file a formal complaint or something with Instagram. I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out, but I have no idea how to do it. So I might have to YouTube that.
Maybe you need to get some backing from Putin and let them know that he'll verify that you are not a cyber terrorist as far as they need to know.
He doesn't know me, man.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know Putin. Just in case anyone was wondering. No, not at all. Wink, wink.
I am a terrorist.
I wonder if you made that your Instagram handle, if they would.
Just I am a terrorist.
I'm being super honest.
I'm gonna start getting all those bot pages messaging me like, hey, come to this office at this time.
Yeah, right.
And then boom, SWAT right in my door.
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea.
No, I'm gonna pass on that for sure. Thank you.
All right, for any computer graphics, logos, any artwork in general, you can visit our guy Zon at zontopia.com or at Zontopia on his social media platforms to kind of see what he has going on. He's a fun dude to follow. He's from Brazil. Man. He is a talented man. He's from Brazil, so he has a fun accent as well in the videos that he speaks in. So you can look at that. And Zon does logos like beep, 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 beep. That one.
Yep. We're right behind you.
That one. That one. All over here.
All over there. There.
That one. He does those. And he does all the ones on our website. Like how they like that segue, which is liftingugly.com. At liftingugly.com, you can purchase Lifting Ugly gear, such as the stuff I have on, such as the stuff that you've seen Al-Kai post.
I wear a lot of it.
Yes. You've seen anyone who follows Minnesota Norse, our man Seth, has seen him wear it.
It's a beautiful man.
That's right. Ethan up in North Dakota is now rocking some fresh sets of some Lifting Ugly gear and helping with some promotion up there. So we appreciate him. I want to give him a shout. He is a winner of the Face of the Week and quarterly winner of Face of the Week.
Yep.
And so he was rewarded for such as well for winning that quarterly championship.
And you could too.
Yes, by submitting your Lifting Ugly Face of the Week. Send it to me at lifting ugly _ or lifting _ ugly. That's what it is.
Make it grimy.
Myself. That's right. The grimier the better. All right, so I have a couple new shirts that I wanted to show. I did post them, but I wanted to show them on here.
Oh, that's exciting.
Just in case anyone didn't really get what it was about.
So the leg press.
First of all, we have I can leg press 1,000 pounds. Now, for anyone who's like, well, I can't get that. I don't leg press 1,000 pounds. Or why would I get a shirt about leg pressing? Leg pressing is stupid. That's why. That's why you get the shirt.
Yeah.
It's because leg pressing. It's what they say, a tongue-in-cheek expression. Yep. Nobody cares if you can leg press 1,000 pounds.
Well, this is to make fun of the people that can't squat 225 but can load up 700 on the leg press and do one rep with it, and then put it in their Instagram bio.
Yeah, my max leg press is who gives a shit. And on the back of said shirt, it does say lifting ugly. And I did make sure that on the front it did, instead of the O, has the cool little lifting ugly face there. So make sure you go to liftingugly.com, get that. The other one I did this last weekend, it was one I was messing with and I thought it looked kind of cool. And I just called it the We See You. I think it's just cool. I think it's just a cool design. Face peeking up behind the stack logo.
I dig that. I dig that.
Make sure you guys go and check those out at liftingugly.com. What else can they get from liftingugly.com? What are other things that are not apparel based that they can go get?
You got phone cases. Do we have stickers yet?
No, I'll be getting on those, but those will be ones that I'll ship out directly.
Nice.
From somewhere else.
Yeah, we got phone cases. We got a banner, which is right behind you. If you move your head just ever so slightly,
it's similar.
Look at
similar
that.
to such.
It's so cool. Get one, put it up in your garage gym or your bed. Look at it every night before you go to sleep.
So anyone who's wondering, this was the prototype one. That's why it just says lift. And then and then the duct tape right there has an ing on it. as to say lifting ugly. Just to, so that's why that one's a little bit different than anything else you'll get.
Well, it's like lift.
Ing. It's a secondary thought.
Yeah.
Also on the website, if you are interested in any online coaching from Alkai or myself, you can purchase that there as well.
That's real stuff.
If you would like to be a supporter of the Lifting Ugly podcast, one-time donations can be made at liftingugly.com. We do have our different levels there that you can make single donations. Or if you'd like to be a monthly subscriber, then that would be on patreon.com/liftingugly. And you can do that there, and all those are greatly appreciated.
Lifetime subscription. That's what we're looking for.
That's right. Be the life of the party with a lifetime subscription.
Yes.
All right. Who is our last sponsor?
Oh, I love saying this.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, Pioneer belts.
Give him a spiel about Pioneer, would you, Alkai?
Oh my God! If you want the best belt in the game, you want that nice support around your torso while you're squatting, deadlifting, or even benching, and you want to make it a nice customizable, this is me kind of belt. Go to General Leathercraft right there.
Yeah.
Go to that website and fix yourself up a belt. And Matt is one of the coolest guys we've ever talked to.
That's right. You can get general weightlifting belts. They do have just bench specific, more geared towards bench belts. The Pioneer cut, which gives you a spot every half inch. So for those little in-betweener moments in our lives.
Water ballooning.
That's right. Or when you have a super weekend with superfoods and you're super bloated.
Yes.
Then you might need that extra. Well, you'd probably one full notch plus another half notch.
Yeah.
To be fair, but they do have that. You can get customized belts. Alkai, you have a customized belt.
I do. Craig, you have a customized belt.
I have one coming. Yes, it's
very exciting.
It's being made.
Honestly, like I want to make another one. Like after this is done, I'm probably just gonna go to their website and just camp on it and just create new ones.
And just be like, put this one. Yep. Later, we'll look at that later.
Part of me wishes that like my belt right now would break, so I could just order a new one. But they're so sturdy; they don't break.
It's not going to break.
Do not break.
You just have to order second and third belts. You're not going to. Yes. You're not. There's no such thing as a replacement belt when it comes to Pioneer lifting belts, which you can visit at generalleathercraft.com.
Oh yeah.
I think we have all of our people we've had to get Pioneer belts, correct?
Me, you, Nicole, Jordan,
Bryce.
Wyatt still has an SPD one, but I'm sure he'll switch.
Yeah. Bryce has got
one. Keenan's got one.
Yeah. My newer girl Shelby has hers ordered. She's waiting for hers to get shipped to her as well. So yeah, we're developing a Pioneer family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait for those sleeves, dude.
I know their shit is badass. Get some full on some sleeve action going with the belts.
Just matching all across the board with a Lift Ugly singlet and shirt in due time.
That's right. So for the few people that listen, it's gonna be a while in coming. Just the guy's got some stuff going on. I was speaking with the owner of maxbarbell.com.
Nice.
And for anyone who doesn't know who they are, go check them out. They're not a sponsor, but they're just super. They carry some super dope shit. If you want Sabo lifting shoes, they're the only place in the United States you can, as far as I know, that you can get Sabo from. Legitimately. But they do have. I was mentioning to him that I would be looking to get singlets from him that I can print on if they don't provide printing. So I'm hoping that we can come together and I can get singlets and socks at cost from them, and then I can turn around and have the printing done on them. That's my goal.
I mean, that'd be ideal. That'd be nice.
Hey, did you see your compliment?
Yes, thank you, Nicole. Every time a word comes out of my mouth, it feels like sandpaper on my throat. So thank you. I'm glad you like it.
But it sounds so hot.
It's so seductive.
All right. So those are all the things we're looking forward to from our friends at Pioneer Lifting. And visit them at generalleathercraft.com. All right. So did you checked out the Face of the Week submissions because you told me your vote, even though I don't really take your vote into account?
Yeah, thank you.
But I I do appreciate the that you're paying attention.
Love. Yeah,
that's always nice. So we had some good submissions. Liz, who is one of my clients, she wanted to make sure that I got part of her lifting. I think she got a lot of support in the beginning because it was a superior cleavage shot plus the face. So I believe that got a lot of the initial attention, to be fair. It was good face, but
mostly boobs.
Yeah. And that tends to catch a lot of attention.
It does.
And then we had our buddy Seth came through with yet another one, a dandy, I may say.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as you stated, Chelsea's one of your girls.
Yep.
That you're programming, and her poopy face.
Yep. Her.
Yeah, it did. It did look like she was taking a nice solid little turd there in her picture. Anyone who hasn't seen him yet, you can go on the Lifting Ugly Instagram page and you can check them out. The voting is closed because I'm about to announce the winner.
Yeah.
But you can still go check them out. And then last but not least, we had Jesse, JC Powerlifting, with his submission competition. And just so everyone knows, Jesse is a judge for the WRPF as well.
Yes, he is.
One of our friends from the WRPF. And it just so happens he is the one that took home the most votes.
Nice.
So congratulations, Jesse. Woo! Oh yeah, I guess I should put this up there since I typed it out. I should take advantage. Jesse, and you can visit Jesse, follow Jesse at JC Powerlifting. Like I said, he is a WRPF official. He is a seasoned powerlifting competitor, as you can see from his face from a competition, which was just, full just neck distortion.
Yeah, that's full
which is always a beautiful sight to see.
Oh yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, like there's something about the deadlift face it's something special.
Yeah, you can get a good squat face, but it does tend to look more like you're really straining for. Yeah. It's more of a constipation type of pushing.
Yeah.
Face.
Not really like a guttural, like primal
deadlift strain.
Yeah.
You know what I mentioned? We need to maybe we need to petition people to do videos and pictures, top views of their bench. Because I would be curious to get some benching ugly faces.
Because
so anyone listening, benching ugly faces. That's what we want. We want to start seeing some of those.
There's a couple people at the gym that have exquisite, just turd bench faces. They're not good. They're not good.
Which means they are good.
Oh yeah, no. I'm just gonna hold my phone over their face while they're benching.
Yeah. Like, yeah, go, push.
Yeah, zero spotting, only filming.
Or act like somebody's spotting and have them pushing down to make the face
to make it so much worse. Panic face.
Yeah, it's all about our entertainment and your entertainment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're not worried about their lifting.
Health.
That's secondary to entertainment.
Not a doctor.
Jeez, not a doctor. All right. So are you working all weekend?
Yeah.
So you get to work during the super festivities.
I mean, sports ball is super cool, but I'd rather make some money.
Anyone who is not aware, Alkai is a big fan of all Go Sports type sports ball activities.
I just want both teams to have fun. That's all.
Yeah, everyone walks away happy and satisfied with their performance.
Yep.
And that's what Alkai's after.
Yep.
So for anyone who's not aware, and I'm sure you're aware, mainly because you have to work it, and if you don't know that the Super Bowl is on Sunday, then it's almost like you'd have to try to not know.
Yeah, like you put in effort to try and ignore it.
Yeah. And regardless of if you are a football fan or not, it's still it's an experience, right?
Oh yeah.
Like the whole thing, the whole day. And even you being at work, because you work at a bar, you're gonna be a part of that whole thing.
I work at Einer's bar too.
Well, that's gonna be an interesting one.
Well, I mean, like the playoff games were nuts. Like we had
I imagine.
Yeah, we had like 1,200 to 1,300 people in every playoff game. Yeah, it was nuts. Like it was insane.
There's a lot of people to be in a bar.
Yeah.
So if you were not at work, are Super Bowl parties something that you would normally do?
Not to go watch the game, but to go hang out with the homies. For sure.
Eat?
Like I'd watch some of the game, eat some food, smash a couple beers, but that's kind of it. Like I'd sit and watch the game for a little bit for sure, just because it's two teams that you don't regularly see in the Super Bowl. So that's actually kind of cool.
Well, especially this year, I am a sports ball fan of.
Yes, you are.
Of many types of sports ball.
Balls connoisseur.
That's right. I am a connoisseur of all balls in sports. So yeah, I've been following this all the entire season. So I'm pretty excited about the way that this year ended up. I am an undercover Rams fan.
Oh.
That being because the background for that is when I was a young lad, I was a Los Angeles Rams fan. Big Los Angeles Rams fan. Then when I think I was 12, they left me. And they went to St. Louis. And so I was not going to follow the Rams to St. Louis because they left me from Los Angeles. So I followed
abandonment issues.
I did have abandonment issues as a child because I had such like, in all honesty, I had like such a great family life.
Yeah.
That's like the only way I could experience abandonment.
Yeah. So
So
you're basically you're a closet Rams fan.
that's right. Like I won't buy any of their stuff, but I'm like, yay, go Rams.
Go team.
But I followed Jerome Bettis and Kevin Green, who were two players from the Rams, over to the Steelers, and then became a Steelers fan. So that is my A1 number one of all team that I do
God
like.
love the bus.
That's right. Just still to this day, just a big giant ball.
That guy's a monster.
It's just like the bus is like the perfect nickname for somebody.
100%. Yeah.
So, but I also am excited that the Bengals made it because the Bengals haven't been there for longer than most people listening to this have been alive.
I mean, with Joe Burrow with his first year in the NFL too, taking it to the ship.
Well, it's his first full year, so he played last year but got hurt. So he is coming off of an ACL injury as well, which when we're looking at sports injuries, whether it's lifting or playing any sort of sports ball type activities, for him to play, I think they said he was back playing 8 months after his surgery.
Nice.
Which is just like I've heard some doctors talk about it, and they're like that's just nuts. That's a lot of dedication, and obviously he gets paid for it. It's his job. So
also
his job
is best surgeons ever.
Right, best surgeons, best physical therapists, best trainers. But he also has to do the work and be willing to do it, which
totally, yeah,
he did. So it's cool to watch him and like just his demeanor. He's a cocky asshole, but in like a fun way. Like you appreciate it. You're like, God, really? He's that cocky about it? You're like, but that's kind of awesome.
Well, it's the fucking like the Gucci shades and the cigar that gets me. I love that, dude.
And it's like he's doing it just because he knows that some people it'll piss some people off.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Which just makes it even better.
Yeah.
All right, and then so obviously we've got the Super Bowl. We've got Super Bowl food.
Yep.
Which I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just smoke some nachos.
You should make like a smoked chicken dip or something like that.
That would be good. Maybe some smoked macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, like a smoked buffalo chicken dip and some mac and cheese.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
You heard it first. Live and direct.
Smoked. I'm gonna need some more chips then for that dip.
Yeah. Just go to that the tortilla place that's on
7th Street?
Yeah, right next to whatchamacall.
The tortilla?
Central Station.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet they would. I haven't had any chips from there.
Oh, they're dank.
Are they?
Oh, they're legit.
Like for like real deal restaurant.
Well, I mean, they make all of their tortillas there, and then they turn them into chips.
Yeah. I may have to venture out that way tomorrow and pick up some fresh tortilla chips.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, get some food in. Probably make some steaks because that tends to be what I do on Sundays. Smoke some steaks. Yeah. And 0 vegetables, I imagine.
Why would you?
Yeah, I can take a fiber pill. Why do I need to
eat it? It's a day for man stuff.
Man stuff.
Like red meat and constipation.
So on that, since the Super Bowl would be, I mean, I know a lot of women enjoy the Super Bowl or pretend to enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Which brings me to my next thing. We have Super Bowl Sunday. It's February 13th, which is mostly reserved for men to act like assholes, eat like assholes, and be lazy like assholes.
Yes.
Now, it probably bothers women, wives, girlfriends, etc., that this happens. But before you bitch at your dude, remember what Monday is.
Yep.
For those of you women that are interested in Valentine's Day, you might want to tone back any of the the saltiness you may have for
Exactly.
the Super Bowl festivities in order to get your way come Monday.
Just play the part. Have
That's
a
right.
beer or hang out, have some food, yell when everyone else is yelling, and then you'll have a whole day to yourself on Monday.
Yep. And then you can have all the expectations that you want come Monday.
Exactly. Or lack thereof.
Yes, yeah. So what I'm doing on Valentine's Day for my wife is nothing. Reason being, twofold is the reasoning behind this.
Okay, all right.
One, neither of us are Valentine's people.
That's fair.
It's a fake holiday.
It's a Hallmark holiday.
Yeah, sorry everyone. It's a fake holiday. So for me, fake type holidays are for kids.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day is a day for children and for lonely women to complain that they're lonely.
Yes.
They have nobody that loves them.
Well, it's a Hallmark holiday. It's based on cash.
That's right, yeah. So luckily I have a wife that also agrees with me. And yes, Nicole, I am aware we give horrible advice, but it works. But let me see. What did I say on my story when I was talking about bodybuilding not being a sport? I said for other aggravating. Tune into the podcast. That's what we're about here.
Why we're here. Poke everyone's buttons.
That's right. So anyway, Amber does not believe in a Valentine's Day celebration, so that's the biggest thing. So I don't have to worry about it.
That's kind of nice.
And the other reason is because I did do stuff on our anniversary, and she did not.
Oh.
So even if she did have expectations, I have a free pass anyway.
Just a little bit of petty, just sprinkled right on.
That's right. It's just for extra seasoning is all that's for.
I love that. Hey, guy power.
That's right. We must unite and stand together in the fight against evil.
And eat smoked meats.
That's right. Yeah, see, I guess I married the right woman. She enjoys the smoked meats as well.
I would pay for that coconut banana bread pudding she made me like a year ago.
I would too. I think that's the last time I've had anything that was like that as well.
I mean, yeah, that'd be really nice. It's tasty.
She does make some good food. So
yes, she does.
I smoke the meats, and she handles the rest of everything.
Yep, meats and sweets.
Meats and sweets. That's what life's about, is meats and sweets.
Or you can be both, as Christina dubbed it, sweet and meaty.
Sweet and meaty, indeed.
Yep. I make that a shirt.
This should be a shirt. Sweet and meaty. Sweet. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm writing this down.
Yep.
Oh, pen's not working. No, I don't want to forget. I'm tired. These things are going to go in one ear and out the other. Sweet and meaty.
If you wanted like a special shirt.
Yeah.
For all of us big, nice guys out there.
For all the sweet and meaty fellas.
Yeah.
Out in the audience.
All right.
with your seductive voice.
Yeah, sweet and meaty.
For all the ladies out there. Coming up next, sweet and meaty.
Yeah, that's my stripper name.
Coming up next to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than Sweet and Meaty himself.
Yeah.
Cover your eyes.
Yeah.
Open your ears.
It will scar you.
There's a lot of fur to be seen.
Oh. Thanks.
No, just in case.
The people know about my back hair situation.
Yeah, it's been a while since we brought that up, so I'm gonna.
No, I'm really thankful for that.
That it's been a while, or that we brought it up after a while.
I'll say both, I guess. Okay. Keep me in trouble. Keep me humble.
There you go. And yes, women can be meaty as well.
Yes, Nicole. Yes, some women are meaty. Yeah.
There are plenty of meaty women out there. They can
Yeah.
be are they sweet?
Nicole.
Or are they? Should we make a one for the women that's sour and meaty?
Oh. So just like you, like right now,
tangy and meaty.
Just wear a shirt that says Gooch on it.
Gooch. Creamy and meaty.
Worse.
Moist. There you go. Moist and meaty. It's done. It's in the works.
I hate that. That's my nightmare.
That's why. Moist and meaty is your nightmare. Yep. You like it dry, as you stated the last couple weeks.
Super dry.
So if we turn any of this, so I'm not big on Valentine's Day. Never have been. Always thought it was a waste.
Yep.
Yeah. Glad I have somebody that feels the same way. I think most guys feel that way, and the cool chicks agree.
Yeah. Well, imagine like you're in a relationship where that's the one day where you just show you value somebody, not the 364 days a year that also exist.
Right. I know I had a client, she's like, well, it's the one day that they can show that they love you. I'm like, but if the one day that they can show that they love you, and I'm like, well, they need a day, what else? Then there's a lot more wrong.
So basically,
your relationship.
What you're saying is you have a day for them to show you that they love you by buying you shit.
Yeah.
Instead of that verbal or physical affirmation, like, "Hey, I enjoy being with you." 364 days of the year.
And then they get a free pass to treat them like crap the rest of the year. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah. Here's some shit.
Yeah.
Starting tomorrow, it's all me.
Exactly. Yeah. Ugh.
So fellas, I guess maybe if guys did their part to begin with from the beginning, then they could avoid the Valentine's shenanigans. The shenanigan expectations.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
But yeah. So Super Bowl, fake holiday.
Yep.
So if we want to wrap anything into lifting, I put in the title, I want to know what's your thoughts and your implementations on supersetting in programs.
Oh wow.
All right. Super things.
Yeah. All right.
A Super Bowl, a super crappy holiday, and supersetting.
Oh wow. I mean, if you're going for any type of metabolic training or endurance training, trying to lose weight, even if you're like short on time, supersetting is definitely a good way to do it. The only time I superset is if I'm doing like any sort of cutting phase or I need to push my endurance capacity on something. So like if let's say my bench isn't moving and I'm getting stuck and it's more of just an actual burning out factor, I'll superset my tricep stuff with my bicep stuff, or I'll take two back movements and superset them together, or I'll do my upper back work and push-ups, like just to kind of up my threshold for lactic acid, just so I can kind of get through my bench without completely burning out. Or God, I don't superset shit for legs because I will throw up everywhere. So I kind of just keep that straight up. Yeah, or like Josh had me doing those monster sets for a while, where it was 3 or 4 movements for a time span of probably like 6 to 7 minutes. And it was however many rounds you can get done during like the volume phase. Yeah, you remember those? Where it would be like Henley rows, cable rows, the GHR, and like RDLs or something like that. Basically to kind of like condition your hamstrings or whatever muscle group you're working to not burn out as fast during your main movement.
Sorry.
So supersetting, definitely important, has its place. I enjoy it when it's like the little movements, but if it's, I'll superset stuff for legs if it's like extensions or curls. But for the most part, I'm not going to do like a leg press going into RDLs, going into goblet squats or something like that because I'll puke everywhere and I get nothing out of it other than just misery.
So what I do a lot, I mean, because I don't know if you necessarily, it's the technical terms are a little bit different, but I think anytime we combine more than one movement, we call it a superset, basically, correct? It's just the easiest way to do it.
I would say like it's like 2 movements.
Yeah, so I'll do it for myself. Just I don't know, just from bodybuilding days. One, it's something that I'm used to. So what I normally do, and I do it with my clients a lot when I'm training them one-on-one, especially, is we'll superset things, and mainly that is a time factor, is to try and get as many of the movements as we can get in the time that we have set apart. And then I do it for myself just because I feel like it helps with my endurance as I'm doing. But I always do primary movements are always primary movements. I don't superset with bench. I don't superset with squat or deadlift. But when I get outside of that, especially if I, you said if I have time issues, if I'm looking and my deadlifts took, it took an hour and 15 minutes maybe because it happens.
That's general time in my opinion. Though.
Yeah. Deadlifts and squats always, your main movements always seem to take an hour to an hour and a half. And so that if I have something that, I have 30 minutes left, then to get in the majority of the rest of the exercises that, I'll put 2 or 3 of them together and just kind of try and smoke through them and get the nice burn and pump.
Well, usually it's the low impact exercises.
Right. Yeah. So it'll be, some split squats or, single leg RDLs or, just things that all the accessory supported movements versus, obviously if you're supersetting your main movement, you're losing out on your,
basically anything that's like spinal loading.
Right.
Which includes bench for sure.
Because for anyone who doesn't know, if you don't have tension in your core while you're benching, you're not benching correctly.
No.
I was doing I'm doing maxes with the girls this week to set up the next bit of their program.
Nice.
And so for Shelby, we were doing bench the other day, and she got done with her last push, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, my quads hurt so bad."
Leg drive.
and then we went to go push her max to see if she could do it a second time to see how fluid that max was, and then her hamstring started cramping on her, and I'm like, "Good, that means you're doing it right.
Yeah,
you're bracing in there the way that you're supposed to."
Sitting back into those hammies.
But I'll have to give, since Nicole is on here, I do have to give both of them credit because both of their numbers have increased. Nicole's numbers are actually, her deadlift the other day was 5 pounds more than what her max was at the meet last June.
Yeah.
And then
what are you sitting at now?
It was 275.
God bless.
Or I mean, not 375. Shit.
There we. I was going to say 275.
I sold her way short on that one. 375.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So, and she was 369 at the meet in June. So that one's just already topped.
That's
her
dope.
Her starting point for squat now is more than what her opening squat number was on meet day.
It just takes time, Nicole.
And then I haven't texted her yet, but since she's listening, I'm going to try and move her workout from today to tomorrow. This is how I'm notifying
coming at you live.
that I would like to do it on Saturday instead of today, so I can get some sleep if that works. Yeah. If not, I'll make the adjustment if she can't do it, obviously, because it's me making the change.
Where is it? I'm waiting for it.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to see what her bench is and where it lines up with where her meet was. But
Good.
I'm pretty. There's I don't know what that says. Is that the palm to the face?
Yes, it is. That is the
Oh.
palm to the face.
I don't know what kind of answer that is.
That's God damn it, but all right.
Oh, okay.
That's my best guess. If not, correct me.
Yeah. I guess I can read into it however I want.
Yes. Live interpretation.
So anyway, so that's we went through maxes, and yeah, so anyway, so we're talking about with the spinal loading, there is spinal loading in bench as well, because if you're doing it right, that's just the way it works.
Yep.
And so you don't want to sacrifice your main movements, because there's so much involved, and I don't think people realize, especially with a bench. Oh look, you're just perfect. You spot on, she said.
Yeah, nice. I knew it.
So especially with bench, because I didn't realize for a long time how much went into a good bench.
Mm-hmm.
It was just unload the, unrack, push, and that was it.
Yeah, just the typical. Yeah.
Right. But there is so much more, and when you do get everything involved, your lift is so much more effective.
Oh yeah.
And can get through. And then obviously, I mean, they're your three main movements because they incorporate almost the entire body.
Well, that compound movement, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than just what you think you're using. I mean, especially if you're, a power lifter or a strongman or whatever, the last thing you want to do is take away from the main movement. That's what you do competitively. Like, I mean, the only time I would say like it would be okay is like if you're doing bench and you go do a back movement as a superset.
Right.
But that's kind of the only thing that I can think of.
Well, and usually in that case, I could be wrong, but just in my thoughts, usually in that case, the bench that you're doing is not a heavy exertion bench, most likely.
No, it's more volume, like 5 sets of 6, 5 sets of 5.
So you're not going to be doing a single reps or 3 reps and then
no,
going and doing other movements.
This is the first 8 weeks of training.
Yeah,
8 to 10 weeks.
Right. So I enjoy supersetting just because time constraints, a lot of it, and then I don't do a lot of cardio. I'm going to admit that I do some.
Ooh.
Like once a week, maybe twice.
I feel like you walking around your job site definitely counts.
It does. There's some stairs involved, and
it's higher altitude, right?
Right, and there's some stabilization in ice and snow, which requires extra activity.
The best on your ankles.
All in all, as far as strict cardio, I do maybe once. So I feel like I get a little more cardiovascular work if I combine, a few exercises together, at least through one part of my workout.
For sure.
It makes me feel not so fat.
Well, then you get a nice pump going too. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. Yeah. you get all you get all swole up.
Oh yeah,
swole
big time, brother.
And then you can go out and show off for everyone
for the 20 minutes that it lasts.
Yeah.
And then you look smaller than you ever did.
You feel super tiny.
Yep.
Or you can down a ton of creatine, like a lot of the jackasses in Facebook groups talk about, because they think that does something for them.
Jesus Christ.
We can cover that. We can cover creatine another day. I think we did a little bit.
Yeah, we did a little bit
at the beginning, but there's definitely a lot more to get into with supplement specifics for sure. Heavily. All right, so we are going to move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for everyone's favorite game show, White Lights, Red Lights. Woo! Did you see the post that I did?
I did. I liked it.
I took somebody else had posted. It was just very general because it was just the lights on it. Yeah. And so then I added our pieces to it.
Nice.
to make it
Ours.
personal for us. That's right. All right, Alkai, would you please explain to the audience the rules for
Oh,
white lights, red lights?
I would be happy to. Oh, it's 6:30 in the morning. You just got up. Your meet time is at 9 o'clock. You get up. You go to Denny's for breakfast. You get a nice Denny's stack. A little bit of pancakes, a little bit of eggs, bacon. Keep it simple. You roll up to the meet. You do the briefing. The head judge or the meet director looks you in the face, looks all of you in the face, and breaks it down. 3 white lights as a passing score. That means you flew it. You smashed it. Everything looked technically sound. It was amazing. 2 white lights. A little bit of a struggle. Maybe your trunk dipped forward a little bit during squats. Maybe one arm was a little slower than the other on bench. Maybe Dead's you helicoptered just a little bit. But 2 out of the 3 judges said, hey, that's good shit. 1 white light. Unfortunately, my friends, that is not a passing score. But in my opinion, if you got 1 white light, that means one of the judges was like, God damn it, you gave it everything you ever had, but it wasn't quite enough. And that is my story.
And you're sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it. 3 reds, obviously, completely failing score and blah, 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 blah.
And you overshot your load on that one.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so what we're gonna do? Yeah. Sometimes it just loses control. It's hard to figure out where it's going.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it? What was the movie? Is it Me, Myself, and Irene?
Wait, with the fucking.
Well, when he was peeing, and he's like, it's just going everywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So something like that. All right. So anyway, I will give you 4 things. It just goes along. Very, very easy to pick up where I'm going with this one. Not quite as complicated as the. Well, not as weird as last week's, and not as complicated as.
I don't know. I got a real kick out of last week's one.
It was, not to say it wasn't weird, but it was a lot of fun.
Weird is good. Come on.
Right. All right. So first one, what is your rating on chicken wings?
Bone in or boneless?
Bone in. Real chicken wings.
Real chicken wings. I mean, there's a lot of places that have terrible chicken wings, but when you go to a spot that has killer wings, 3 white lights across the board, no hands down, or like no questions asked. It's so good. Chicken wings are great.
Right.
3 white lights.
I agree.
Especially when you have to choose your sauces. Oh.
Well, I've had bad ones before, but it is really hard. It is kind of difficult for anyone with half a brain can make a decent wing.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
But yeah. Yep. Vegan. What's the place here? Why can't I think of the name of it?
Roosters.
Yeah. Rooster's got some killer wings.
Ale House has killer wings.
Do they?
Oh, dude, they smoke them, then fry them.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, their barbecue sauce has like bacon in it too. Has
what in it?
Bacon crumbles.
Well, that's just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, go get it. Go get you some.
I'm gonna have to go try it. I don't eat chicken wings a lot, but I will definitely have to go to the Ale House and try it. That's just down the street from my house too.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay. The trip is now planned for the Ale House chicken wings.
Gotta love it.
All right. Number 2 on the agenda for white lights, red lights. Snoop Dogg. This is
2 whites.
This is
2 whites and a red.
Okay.
He kind of lost me when he did that just heinous reggae album. It was so bad.
The Snoop Lion?
Yeah, whatever the hell that was, it was awful. Doggy Style is probably one of the best albums I can think of for him, period.
Right.
Yeah, I'll say two whites and a red. Red being a couple of the albums and features that are just not they're meh. Yeah. Two whites and a red.
See, I have a tough one with this one because I'm not a big fan. Like I listened to the Doggy Style album. In all honesty, I don't know that he's that I would say that he's that good.
No, he's not.
He has an original voice.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I would say two reds, one white. One white being him as a person seems like super cool.
Well, I mean, he's definitely an iconic person in that industry, but I'm not saying he's the best out of that entire group that he came up with. That's for sure.
Well, no, and so I just think like because he's done a lot for like the underprivileged youth in Southern California.
Oh, for like the football teams and stuff.
Yeah, and getting and he's created a lot of scholarships for kids that wouldn't be able to attend college. So and then he seems like he's a super chill dude. Just kind of the people that hang out with him seem to just love him. But I'm not a big Snoop Dogg music fan.
As a person,
I think he's a cool dude.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be fun to hang out with, even though I don't smoke weed. I think he'd still be fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
But
so I guess go for it.
I go two reds because I'm not a fan of the music, and the one white because I am a fan of Calvin Brody's.
Yeah.
Calvin
there
Brodus.
Brodus, yeah.
Brodus, yeah.
I guess my two whites come from Doggy Style and then The Chronic were two of the first albums that I ever owned as a kid. So it's kind of like a nostalgia thing, I guess.
Yeah, I said because one of the biggest knocks against him in my book is the song he did with the Pussycat Dolls.
Oh yeah, and Katy Perry.
Yeah, and so like you said, like some of his features are just like, what the hell? Were you possibly thinking?
Yeah, but, money's money.
Money is money. Like, yeah, you can't. I mean, the dude's got it, a lot more of it than I have. Yeah. So I can't. I'm not going to knock his game, but
you can question it.
I'm still going to give him two reds and one white.
That's fair.
All right, next one is another one that's tough for me. And if you haven't figured, this all kind of is geared around it's kind of Super Bowl type stuff.
Okay.
Because they are performing at the halftime show. So the second one would be Eminem. What would you rate that guy? That's a tough one for me.
Everything after was it Curtain Call? The Blue album?
I can't remember if that was the blue one or the red one.
I have to Spotify it because I can't remember. Yeah, so Slim Shady LP, love that. Marshall Mathers LP, big fan. Eminem show I liked. Encore, that's what it was.
Everything and then after Encore?
Some things on Relapse, good, because it was dark as hell. But everything after that was just dog shit. Like the MMLP2 was just one of the worst albums ever. It was terrible. Like I was expecting a little bit of vodka and Vicodin in those raps, and there was none of that.
Yeah,
it's a bummer.
So what's your score?
Just off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 5 albums alone, I'm still gonna give it 2 whites and a red.
Two whites and a red again.
Yeah, but everything after half of Relapse was just awful.
So I will go two whites and a red also. My main thing is talent-wise, he's off the charts.
Yeah.
Like the biggest thing, my biggest negative away from him is the fact that he talks so much shit about everyone, which I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But what I do have a problem with is that when anyone says anything about him, he throws a complete bitch fit about it.
True.
And it's just like, okay, so you can just spread this out to everyone else, but if anyone even mentions you, it doesn't even have to be anything really negative towards you.
Yeah.
That's that negative. Like the one that comes to mind is like, so Eminem was cool with Limp Bizkit,
Yep.
and then Everlast from House of Pain, who's DJ for House of Pain, was DJ Lethal, who was the DJ for Limp Bizkit.
Yep.
So Everlast in a song with Dilated Peoples, which was not a very popular song, not a very popular group, not a very known song. All he said was, "I'll show you who repped the original Peckerwood status." That's all he said.
Yeah.
And that turned into someone asking DJ Lethal, "Well, who would you side with," or something like that. And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "I would never go against, Everlast can stand on his own. I don't need to say anything." And then it turned from that into, then Eminem has problems with Everlast, Dilated Peoples, Limp Bizkit, and anyone involved in anything having to do with it. And I'm like, quit being a fucking baby.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean, even the new stuff with like Machine Gun Kelly and blah blah blah. It's like, dude, like you already established yourself as one of the best. Can you just stop? Like, cut it out.
Yeah, he's letting what to the mainstream are irrelevant people. Well, Machine Gun Kelly's irrelevant to anybody, but
awful. Jesus.
All he was doing was he wanted to become popular, and he knew the way to become popular was to do a diss track to Eminem, and then Eminem would trash him in return, and then he'd be famous. And
Spotlight.
he bit right into it.
Yeah.
It's like he can't just let some obscure person say anything about him without giving them exactly what they were hoping for.
Yep.
So
I want Marshall back, not Eminem.
I know. Just the disturbed guy was much more fun to listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and politically and all that, that was awful. His freestyle on that was like, okay, so basically you just hit every talking point and rhymed it with something else. Is like, you're not clever, you're not original.
Nope.
But so the older he gets, it's like the more irritating he becomes.
Yes, that's very true.
So it'll be relevant. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what this halftime show brings. With, I like Dr. Dre. Okay, he's done a lot of really good stuff. Snoop Dogg's fun. It'll be interesting to see what Eminem brings to the party.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've always been a fan of Mary J. Blige. I've always thought that she was a badass.
We have the same birthday.
You and Mary J. Blige?
Yes, we do.
Wow.
The 11th of January, me and Mary J.
You have a much cooler celebrity partner birthday than I do.
What is yours?
The fucking douchebag Arnold Schwarzenegger shares my birthday.
God. Fuck that guy.
All right, last one is an easy one.
All right.
Veggie trays.
3 Reds. Who the fuck eats veggie trays?
Okay. That's it. I'm 3 Reds as well. They're always there. If you go to any kind of like party gathering, there's always a fucking veggie tray.
But that's always the same asshole who just brings napkins or chips. Like you did the absolute bare minimum. Go fuck yourself.
Here's a veggie tray that I bought from the store.
Yeah, so people can eat 1 bell pepper and dip it in ranch and then call it good.
Yeah. They feel better. They feel better about all the other crap they ate because they had a little bit of fibrous activity. So
but then you ate everything else.
Right. Breads and meats and cheese.
Yeah. The real stuff.
To stop up an elephant.
Exactly.
All right. So chicken wings are 3 whites. Always. I mean, there are bad ones, but they're not enough to add a red light to that.
No.
Right? Snoop Dogg, we're reversed on. I'm a 2 red, 1 white. You're a 2 white, 1 red. Nicole chimed in and said that she gives them all reds. I think she was talking about it. Maybe she was doing 3 whites for Snoop and 3 red. Oh no, she said 3 reds. I think it was for Snoop. Anyway, she can correct me if I'm wrong. She chimed in on one of those two. Eminem, I think we agreed, right? Or you did 2 whites, 1 red. I think I did 2 reds, 1 white. And then Veggie Trays, as any warm-blooded American would agree, Veggie Trays are 3 reds.
Yeah.
All day, every day. All day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this, our 16th episode of the Lifting Ugly podcast.
So wild.
And in case you missed the beginning, this episode 16 Lifting Ugly podcast it is not anymore. It was so dope that even he asked, can I get a hit? Which also kind of goes along with the theme of the Super Bowl performances.
It does.
Bam!
Except he's dead. Boom.
He is dead. Poor AIDS.
He got the AIDS.
He had the AIDS. Too much raw booty for Mr. Eazy-E.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on episode 16 of the Lifting Ugly podcast. Be sure to come and join us next week, episode 17, as we talk about something or a lot of nothing. It's yet to be deciphered. And on that note, right? Let's see. Eminem. Okay. What's for Eminem, not for Snoop? So 3 reds for Eminem. We got that cleared up.
Gun Kelly.
I don't think that's true either. I'll have to stick up for her on that one. I don't think anyone likes him. I would not anyone that I talk to.
Relevant.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. And we are out of here.
Peace.
Oh, no. Flat lip, belly tuned up. Yeah. I pay my dues, refuse to lose, so fuck the blues. Ain't your bad news, you can trip if you choose. While I sip booze on a 7-day cruise in Louis Vuitton shoes with floozies by the jewels. The good life, talking about the good life. Live it up for a little while, then go to the hood to get the good wife and settle down. But for now, I'm studying down, refuse to allow myself to defile like when I was sniffing pals. Still got trials and tribulations. Refinement from cultivation takes patience. I'm waiting, paper chasing to get a place like Peyton. Politics and interfacing, business relations. Built the empire from the underground, then retire. Who said I was on crack? You's a motherfucking liar.